Paul Durso is here from Durso Capital Management. Good to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
Good. Well, let's talk about this because I think women more and more are becoming active participants in managing money for the family, aren't they?
Yes, they are, definitely.
Well, let's talk a little bit about why they're getting involved in their financial futures a little bit more.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons is, women are living, statistics state that women live a lot longer than men do.
Mm-hmm.
And the number one and number two concerns for retirees is running out of money and not being able to afford health care. Mm-hmm. So there's a major concern for women to be a part of it because they're going to live a lot longer.
So can we as women start planning right now for way down the road? We should be, right?
Oh, yeah. Anybody can start at any age.
Well, then we should be. All right. So what do you say to women who feel like they're so busy they just don't have time to really start getting involved in managing the money?
Well, that's a big one.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that I see is, women wear a lot of hats. If I could speak on behalf of my wife,
mm-hmm.
on any given day, she can be a nanny, a housekeeper, someone to go grocery shopping, a chauffeur, a chef. And at the end of the day, she finds herself incredibly busy, and the last thing it's on her mind is planning for retirement. So I'd always recommend somebody in that situation to find a financial coach, someone that can make sure they stay up on where they're at financially, if they're headed for retirement well, or
mm-hmm.
if there's a concern for more planning.
All right, so you say there's some steps that women need to take, things we can do right now to plan for a solid financial future. You say tip number one is take inventory.
Yes, you have to take inventory. Write down all your financial accounts, whether it be bank statements or investment accounts. Write them down. It can be a daunting task. I have a great worksheet on my website, dursocapital.com, where it can kind of help walk you through the process of everything that you need to take account for. The last thing you want to find yourself in is a situation where you've lost a spouse mm-hmm. or your situation's changed and you don't know where you're at. Mm-hmm. You don't want to go there.
Tip number two is save, save, save.
Yeah, again, women live longer. It's very important to save because women typically are going to be around longer than their spouse. Mm-hmm. So it's important to have enough money to last throughout retirement.
Tip number three is think of money as a tool to achieve your goals.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. There's two parts of retirement. You've got the saving and leading up to retirement, and then you also have the what you're going to do in retirement, mm-hmm. your purpose, your significance. It's the toughest part of a meeting is pulling somebody out of what do you want to do in retirement. So money is just a tool to retire. It's not what retirement's about.
Uh-huh.
And knowing what you want to do, the purpose and significance in your retirement is really important.
Well, it takes a little of the pressure off as well. Tip number four, learn to say no.
Yeah, I see this a lot with my own wife, where she puts the needs of everybody else ahead mm-hmm. of her own needs. And sometimes by paying for family members or every dime for a child throughout their entire life can bankrupt your own retirement, depending on your income. So sometimes you got to learn to say no.
We have about 30 seconds left. Tip number five, the last tip, is always negotiate your salary. This is a toughie.
Yeah, well, the crazy thing is statistics state that only 42% of women will ask for a raise, mm-hmm. yet 4 out of 5 of them will get it. Ask for a raise.
Ask for a raise. Can't hurt.
Can't hurt.
It's not an easy thing to do, though. You have to really kind of steel yourself before you go in and do that.
Yeah, be confident. You probably deserve a raise if you think you should ask for one. So.
All right, good advice as always, Paul Durso. Thanks for coming in. We'll make sure we put a link on our website to Paul so that you can get the worksheet that he was talking about and other great information from him.